thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. What up, nerds? Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative. My name is Leslie Smith, and in today's video, instead of a talking head about books, you got some talking hands that's going to walk you through my planning system for 2025. I've been doing this for the last couple of years, and I typically have it out by the end of December, early January, and well, that's just 2025 for you. I am late on everything, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go and walk through my planning system for this year. I made a few changes from last year, and we're just going to get into all that, and hopefully something I share that I'm going to try new this year is something you can utilize in your own life, or maybe tweak it just a little bit. If you do see something that you end up tweaking that works better for you, please remember to come back and share that with me, because it might be something I need to do as well. If you're watching this channel, large chance is because you watch because I talk about books that I read and we share similar tastes. So that means our planning tastes, our reading tastes, or the things that we like to track regarding reading are going to fall on those same similar lines as well. So I would love to hear from you. Let's get started. So the planner that I am using this year is the Common Planner, the Sterling Ink Common Planner. I will put a link to the website in the description below. I love this one so much because it's so muted, meaning whatever color scheme that I want to choose for that month, it's not going to clash with horrible colors that the Hobonichi cousin tends to use. Where is my cousin that I can show you? So here's what a cousin looks like. It has these colors along the sides here on the weekend. It's got the dark gray boxes. It has a dated daily page, and as you can see along the side here, each month has a different color, and I'm just not that big of a fan of those colors. So I love that about the Sterling Ink is that no colors, and the most important reason why I switched to Sterling Ink is in the back it's just blank pages, and you can do with these pages whatever you like. If you want to have a day per page, you can, but like me, there will be days, mostly weekends, and when I travel where I don't write anything at all. And I'm one of those people, I have anxiety when I see random blank pages. So that's why I switched to Sterling Ink. So if you flip over, so I inserted this little pocket here in the front. This is something, now most of the stickers you're going to see in this video come from either the Coffee Monsters Co. or Sterling Ink, and I use them in different places in different ways, but this is from a subscription kit that I got from the Coffee Monsters Co. So I don't know that you can get this particular pocket, but she may have some others in her shop that you can check out. But what I'm keeping in here is my Barnes & Noble rewards card, and then I've been going to the ENT a lot trying to get my ear fixed, so I keep that up front just so I can remember the address. Now in the front, as in most planners, you have a at a glance for the year. I use this, you can probably tell, to track my cycle, which is something every time I go to the doctor, they always want to know, when was the first day of your last period? I'm also in perimenopause or premenopause, whatever it is, when your body is starting to make the change to get into it. So I've been tracking how that works, and I took these really cute little stickers and put them on each month just to zhuzh it up but not get overboard. Now in the front, there are 4 blank pages for you to do with as you will. You can do goals and things of that nature. I put this little vellum, I tipped it in using some washi tape that I also got from the Coffee Monsters Co. I tipped this in just to have a little fun, and up here, these are things that I need to see at a quick glance. Like every day, the first thing I do is turn to this page and I go through, I check emails, I respond to YouTube comments, I post on my Patreon, I check and update Goodreads, check for messages, and all of the social media. And this is just a little quick glance of every place that I like to share videos, which I need to add to that list because I've added some more. Place I want to put reviews, and these are exercises, strength exercises that I'm currently working on focusing. Now the next 2 pages are a goal breakdown according to month. I repurposed it and I hate what I did. I wish I hadn't done it. My friend Kate uploaded her video and she used it to put her CAWPILE method in. That is the rating system that she and I use when we are writing book reviews. I'll share that link in the description below, but it would be handy to have that in my journal so it goes with me when I travel and I don't have to go, now where is that website again? I'm not even going to show y'all that because I just hate it that much. But I just look at it as, okay, that was my first major screw up in my planner of the year. That's out of the way and done with. I can relax. Now, this is a new page in the Sterling Ink Common Planner this year, and it's a habit tracker. I use it to track my daily pull. I like to pull a tarot card every morning, and I use that to jumpstart my day. Think about something I can focus on or reflect on. Basically, it's my journal prompt, but I like to write down and keep a track of what I pull to go back at the end of the month and say, okay, wow, I pulled a lot of pentacles, which has to do with the physical things such as currency, money, stuff like that. So I like to kind of get a theme for it. And I also use a different deck of tarot cards each month. So that's a lot of fun for me. So that's what I'm tracking there. Now this page is a quarterly breakdown that you can use however you like. What I've done is turned it into a tracker of what books that I've read, and then I use it to say, okay, this was a reread, like I'm rereading One Piece, Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. So I have my little tracker here. Okay, so I wrote my review, I filmed a review, I edited, uploaded, and I remembered to share it. Wind and Truth, I did write my review, but I haven't done the rest of it yet. So let me just update that while I am here. My black fountain pen that I'm currently using for the month is my Scrivener EDC. So I like to have a pen that is only filled with black ink that I use everywhere in my planner except for my daily pages, and that's where I use my fun color ink that I match to whatever theme stickers I'm using for the month, and that's where this pen comes in. So let me just go ahead and mark that real quick. I'll put a link to both of these pens in the description below if y'all want to look at those in a little more detail. Okay, so that's what this side of the page is for. Over here, this is my social media tracker. Now, this is just how I personally use it because I am a booktuber, and so I want to keep up with where I'm posting, where and when. Now, I'm not the greatest at doing it. I mean, typically you can see there's like 2-day blocks where I don't post on the weekends, and then this was a holiday weekend and I was off on holiday and not worrying about social media. Now, this sticker is one of the ones that came from Sterling Ink. She does a subscription service that I get every month, and those are the stickers that I'm going to use on my daily pages. These are part of the monthly sheets that I got from the Coffee Monsters Co. So these washi tapes are portions that come from each month's theme, which I'll show y'all in just a second in more detail. I am going to slide this in here just in case that ink is not finished drying. So we have the rest of the quarterly pages, which I did not fill out or decorate because this is something new I'm trying this year, so I don't know if I'm going to love it. So if I don't have to stick with it for the rest of the year. So then we get over here. Now in the Sterling Ink Common Planner, we have, this was a December monthly page. I have repurposed it into, I'm going to write in all of the books that I read for 2025 here. I've added some lines here. I'm going to add some more down here. And so I have these little stickers, which I also got from the Coffee Monsters Co. They are genre stickers. So One Piece is a manga sticker. This was a horror sticker, and that's a fantasy one. I thought that would just be a fun way to keep up. And then at the end of the months here, there is one for January of next year. I will already have my January planner by the time I get ready to use this. So I'm going to convert this one to look like this as soon as I fill it up. But again, I didn't want to go ahead and pre-do that just in case I decide I don't like it, or if I fall off and don't end up keeping up with it, which happens. So this is the monthly spread, and we have all of the months of the year here, which I have gone ahead and put in all of the kits decorations. It was very time consuming, but it's going to be worth it going forward because I almost always feel like I run out of time when I need to decorate the following month, and then it's a mess. So I went ahead and took the time to put all of those in because I know I'm not going to change my mind on this. So what I do here, and I'm changing it, I was just keeping up with personal appointments and videos when they went up, birthdays, streams, things I need to remember that I'm doing, and then I'm putting new releases that are coming out. I tried that in I forget what they call this column, but it's just a blank column here, sidebar. And so I decided I wanted to track new releases that are coming out in the month so I can remember to pick them up. Now, I am changing this going forward. Going forward, I'm just going to use tiny icons to signify something here. Like this balloon means it's someone's birthday. I'm going to go in the weekly section and actually notate the birthday at kind of like the top here. This is going to be, and I've kind of drawn my line here on this current week. So I'm going to use this top bar for any important events that I need to remember, like someone's birthday. I'm going to write it there so I remember to call them and tell them happy birthday. And the reason why I want to do that is because this 95% of the time when my planner is open, it's on the weekly section because I use it for my to-do list, and I don't always remember to go back and look at the monthly view. So what I'm going to do is use just icons to signify that there's something happening that day. So when I do go fill out the weekly to-do section, I'm going to then go in and put in all of those important events. So that's what I'm going to do going forward, and then I'm just going to flip through and show you all of the cute little decorations. The holiday notations here I also got from the Coffee Monsters Co. The little stamp here I got from a shop on Etsy, and I will find that and link that in the description for y'all. But these are just so cute. I just find that the Coffee Monsters Co., they're just bright, they're colorful, they're always happy, they make me happy to look at them. But this page, I like to have a little something going on, but I don't want it to get junky, which is kind of what I felt like January got a little more junky than I wanted it to be. I just want this to be a cute little fun place to keep up with things at a quick glance. I can look on here. So if somebody says, hey, can you do something on this date? I can look and say, that's somebody's birthday. Let me go over here and make sure I don't have plans for that day. And, of course, traveling, things like that, and trips I'll put on here. So now we're into the weekly section, which is where I live in this planner. A lot of people use this for different things. It's chunked out in 6 to midnight hours. So start at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. You have plenty of space to put in everything you want to do. Some people just use it for appointments. Some people just jot down about their day, daily gratitude, things of that nature. I use it for a to-do list, and I like doing it here rather than the daily pages because I want to see at a glance what's going on for the week. And if something didn't get done the day before, for example, if we go to this current week, I only fill out one day at a time because I will move things around. So the first thing that's going to happen in the morning when I get ready to fill out what I'm going to do for the day, I'm going to look over here and say, are any things on here not checked off that I need to prioritize or just make sure that I do? So that's what I like to do here. And again, all of these stickers are part of monthly kits or large doodles that I bought from the Coffee Monsters Co. On the sidebar here, I'm tracking habits. So I use the medication little tiny icon here. That is for me, probiotic. I'm a stickler for making sure I have a healthy gut. The phone here is, did I remember to call my dad for that day? And that's, yeah, there's issues there, but my dad has dementia and I like to talk to him often when his lovely wife will allow. This is for, did I read that day and exercise? And would you look at that? That column is blank. Oh, that's right. I spent the majority of this week, we were traveling, so I wasn't even here to do some of this stuff. And I was with my dad some of this too, so that explains some of that. And then just carrying forward. But this, I have not changed using the weekly section as my to-do list in 3 years now. This is just what I love to do. I love to just scribble it down, use super cute emojis to go with it, and just really enjoy it. Now here is the current week that I'm working on. Now I will pre-decorate. Like, I did go ahead and decorate for the entire month of January, but as you can see here, all I start with is I put washi tape down here, sometimes up here, a couple little stickers, and I'll do my habits here. And then this is what next week's gonna look like. I just haven't done my habits tracker here. I'm so excited. That is such a super cute little spread. Now the sheet that I use is just called a large doodle sheet. It's just a bunch of little washi tape stickers. And then I did purchase the Chinese New Year, Zodiac rather, washi tape from the Coffee Monsters Co. And it is just so stinking cute. So we're almost to February, so it'll be time for me to decorate that month. And I'll put a video up of myself decorating, so if you just want to see that in action. And then we get to the back here, which are just blank pages. And what I did is separated the weekly section with another cute piece of vellum that I cut down and tipped in. Now, I am a left-handed person, and let me zoom out a little bit here. This is where this journal planner sits all day. I got my fountain pens over here, my desk is here, keyboard and all this is just over here outside. So I am left-handed, and it is difficult for me to always write over here, and especially when you're at the front of the year where you're writing on this little tiny portion, it's just not even. And yes, I sometimes have one of my One Piece manga nearby I can put under it to write with, but I prefer to write like this. And this is one of the things that I love most about this planner, is it is so customizable. It's also pretty light, so if you get this planner and you decide, oh, I don't want to do vertical planning, I would rather do horizontal, you can just put a little whiteout on that. And she sells stickers in her shop where you can put, which I have them right here actually, which I've used part of this one, so it may not be a good example. But if you get the subscription, it comes with this every month, so you can go in and you could put Monday and use the different number sizes, whichever one, and you can actually create your own layout. And I will link the Sterling Ink YouTube channel down below, because she actually changes up between horizontal and vertically just as she chooses, and she shows you how she does that. It's really cool, y'all. So back over here to January. So the front page here is a sort of catch-all. I'm not in love with this. This was a belated decision. I left this page blank because I knew I wanted to do something. I'm not in love with it. So this is TV shows we watched this month, video games I played, new places we went, and highlights of things that happened during that month. And the reason why I'm not happy with it is I would like to incorporate my currently inked here, just the fountain pens that I used that month and the inks that I used. There was one other, oh yeah, which tarot card deck that I'm using. So I'm going to finish this month out, see how much space I take up, because what I might can do is just section these two off and add those in, or I don't know, something. But I'm not exactly happy with that. But I do plan to keep a catch-all monthly page. Now, for the most part, I do use a whole day, but again, I love that I am not forced into using the traditional this way. I just like it better this way. It's just easier for me to write as a left-handed person, and I don't know, I just absolutely love it. And this is really just whatever I want to do. I mentioned at the start, I track which card I pulled. I write down the card that I pulled, what it means, like the Seven of Pentacles means growth, patience. The Seven means planning, contemplation. And then I just read about the card. I write down an interpretation of it. And then sometimes down here, I talk about my day. You'll see where sometimes there's nothing to say and I just put a big piece of washi tape. All of these stickers are part of the Sterling Ink subscription kit. I do have these stickers. I can't remember where I got the tarot stickers from, but I will try to find that and put it down below. I put this in here. This is part of a Christmas present that I got. It was actually my One Piece pencil board. and I thought it was cool, so I saved a little portion of that to stick on some old washi tape I got from somewhere. No, I think it was from Amazon. These are notes about a video that I put up. I put up a weekly reads video every weekend, and these are just notes to myself to remember to put in the description box, things of that nature. And that's just pretty much it. Here's a book haul, things I needed to remember to do about that video when I was editing it. This is part of a vellum I actually cut out and put there. It was blank, or I messed something up. That's a lot of times a sticker is there because I messed something up. This is me breaking down my elements that I use when I'm coming up with a star rating. I use the CAWPILE method. I mentioned that earlier at the video. It's down in the description if you want to read about that. I like it because it helps keep me consistent with rating a book. And so here I just wrote about the card, and I did a weekly drawing of what do I have to think about this week, the card I pulled, what do I have to do this week, and the challenge of this week. That was something new, that's not typical. And that's pretty much the use of this one. I went to an Orlando Magic watch party at the Stadium Club. It's at the Carib Royale. It's a new resort about 10 minutes from my house. It was a lot of fun. We ran into one of our friends, and this was a weekend where nothing really happened, so I just did my card pull, another review rating there, and something that I actually started today that I liked. And what's funny, I started the month with the Seven of Pentacles. I drew it again today. But I asked a different question. Typically, I ask the question, what should I focus on today as far as education, learning, or personal reflection? But today, I have been thinking about watching a ton of YouTube videos about dabbling my toes in day trading. And I'm just like going, is this something I really want to, because you got to devote a lot of time into learning the market, how it works, the terminology, all of that, and just narrowing your trend as to when you buy in, learning about the candlesticks, all that stuff. And so I'm like, is this something like, is there something there? Is this something I should pursue? What is the energy like? Because the thing about it is, y'all, people think tarot's magic. It's not. It is just a way to help you draw something out of your subconscious. Our brains are so huge. We pick up on so many things. The amount of information absorbed by our brains is more than we can keep up with. So it's tucked away in our subconscious. So basically, I'm just asking myself to hone in on what I really think about it and give myself the answer. That's basically how I use this. And so I was like, all right, is this something I should do? And so I drew the Seven of Pentacles, which is growth, patience, planning, and contemplation. And you may be disappointed by where you are in your current job, feeling you should be further in your career, but it's part of the process. Have faith that with continued perseverance, you can achieve your goals. Stay patient and continue to dedicate yourself to the hard work that you've been putting in. So I've spent the last 3 days watching a ton of videos, doing research and learning about this. And I took that as my answer to go for it. So we'll see how that goes. But that is how I am using my Sterling Ink planner for 2025. I hope that I was able to share something that you can use for inspiration in your current planner, or maybe you've been looking at getting into doing a little bit of journaling because it helps with memory and retention. It's therapeutic, it's fun. I have so much fun sitting down and putting my stickers in every day. And I love that I kind of have my serious, beautiful stickers here in my daily pages because life is beautiful. And then I keep things fun with work. Stuff I gotta do. Cleaning sucks, but I love a clean house. But when I look at these cute little emojis, like, hey, you need to vacuum upstairs, suddenly it doesn't seem so bad. But again, I hope that I was able to help you all find a way to use your planner, or maybe inspire you to use your planner or a journal. Everything is going to be linked in the description below. Hopefully I don't forget anything. If there's something there you're looking for you don't see, send me a message, comment. I'll get that for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to start a discussion in the comments below. I would love to chat about it. This is something I enjoy doing every day. I start my day with this and I end my day with this. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And the next video, for those of you who came here looking for something book related, will be about a book. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again to all of the Nerdy Narrative patrons, with a special shout out to my top tier, the Nerds Radiant: Chad, John, Gail, Amanda, Star, Tara, Anne, Andrew, Kate, Ev, and Wilbur.